guys, it's Mona, and today's video is on great drugstore finds. When I first thought of creating this video, it was supposed to be on drugstore finds, but obviously most of us are hopefully at home quarantining and not going out to drugstore, so it's kind of more Amazon finds because for the most part, anything you find in a drugstore, you can also find on Amazon. Again, please pardon the quality. I've got like a weird glare over there. I'm filming this on an iPhone. It's kind of killing me inside, but we're gonna get some good content out anyway. I wanted to share this video because I don't know who's watching this who is just, feeling very unkempt at home. And of course, like as long as we are safe and healthy, that is the most important thing, like health first. But, after being home for almost like 7 weeks now straight, literally not leaving the house, like things can start to unravel a little. And like my nails, it's a lot going on. So I wanted to share a few things that can kind of make you feel a little pampered and more like yourself, and things that are actually good for you beauty-wise, like good for your hair. We've got a lot of little things, like we've got some dry lips going on. So I have 6 things I'm going to be talking about sharing, and the best part is they're all very inexpensive. Everything is under $25. I do want to be super transparent. One of the products in here is a part of a partnership. It's an amazing skincare product by L'Oreal, but the other 5 are completely organic products that I'm just naturally recommending. And again, I have said this before, anything I recommend, whether it's a partnership or not, I 100% would not steer you wrong. I would never recommend something just because I was getting paid for it for a partnership. I'm in this for the long haul, and I would never just risk you guys not trusting me in a product. So I really think you're going to like it, and it isn't expensive, but the rest of them have nothing to do with the partnership. So just wanted to throw that out there. So let's start with the first one. Hyaluronic acid by L'Oreal. So this is, first of all, a hyaluronic acid serum. I'm obsessed with hyaluronic acid serum in general. I've been using it for years. It's the one ingredient that I recommend for everybody. I think all skin types need it. In fact, I just did a video on hyaluronic acid recently where I talked about hydrating ingredients. So the reason I like this one, I have one out here, is because it comes in these little ampules. First of all, it's $17.99, which is an amazing price for a quality product. I'm really trying to share more affordable things because I just think we all want to save money, especially right now with everything crazy going on in the world. So why not find better products that are less expensive? So they come in these little ampules, and I consider them kind of individual use. So you basically just snap the top off like this. You could technically close this and save a little bit more, but one of the reasons I like that it's individual is because the more you expose something to oxygen or air, it oxidizes. And if you think about an antioxidant, we're always trying to get an antioxidant effect because oxidation can just deactivate it, make it less healthy. Think of it that way. The other cool thing about these ampules is that they're pre-dosed for you because serums are in such high concentrations that you don't want to maybe use not enough or maybe too much. So it's kind of perfectly dosed for you. I love them for travel because I'm, actually I haven't been on a plane in a while, but normally I'm traveling all the time and I only like to do carry-on. So having these pre-packed is really perfect. This one you can apply onto your face. I have a little bit of makeup on right now, but honestly, I reapply hyaluronic acid all the time anyway. So I'll just put it onto my skin, onto my neck. Obviously, I'll just go under my shirt a little bit, put a little on my chest. I would even rub it into my hands. I think hands are one area we also kind of forget about. So the cool thing about hyaluronic acid is that it gives you results right away. You see the amazing plumpness from it. Your skin looks softer because it's so hydrating. Hyaluronic acid can hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water. It just instantly kind of plumps your skin. And their trials showed that after 7-day use of these ampules, because these come in little 7 packs, visible signs of fine lines and wrinkles were reduced. Okay, the next one is, these are little mini claw clips by Kitsch. I believe it's pronounced Kitsch. I actually just discovered them recently. I did lose one, unfortunately, so that's not cute for the video, but they are so incredibly helpful. I love these little claw clips, and I don't just like them because they're cute. I think they are the best way to protect your hair while you're at home when you don't want to have it up, but you also want it out of your face. So if you followed my content for a while, there's one tip that I've shared a lot, which is don't wear your hair up when you don't need to. Pulling on your hair really tight can literally give you a receding hairline, even early on, because if you're constantly pulling, you're breaking all these little hairs over and over again through time. And you know, it can cause hair thinning. There's literally been situations where some girls have had such tight ponytails that it's caused like a slight bald spot. So of course, ponytails look amazing and they definitely snatch you up. So I love wearing tight ponytails. It's my favorite look, but I save my ponytails for when it actually matters. Like when I actually want it to look good, then I'll do it. When I'm around the house and I'm just hanging out and it doesn't matter, I won't do it. These are super easy. You just clip them a little back right here. They're actually kind of cute too. Kind of have a little baby spice effect. You can do like the 2 clips like this if you don't want that. Honestly, sometimes I'll just take like 2 little pieces of hair and put it back like this just to literally keep it out of my face. Okay, there. That just kind of keeps it out of my face. I can go about my day, but it's not pulling on my hair. Also, it doesn't leave a bend. They're super simple. They're literally $12. They're cute. They're rose gold. And I like the small size because the big one, obviously, you'd have to pull your whole hair back. And if you've like done your hair all up and whatever, you don't want to do that. I've been doing my hair, I'd say like 4 days out of the week during quarantine because it just makes me feel good. I do want to preface this. If you have kids, I totally feel for you. And this is not applied to you because I know that having no nanny and no school is a lot. So this is for everyone who has a little more time on their hands. Just doing a little something to your hair or just I don't know. It just helps me feel better. And just, I feel like when I show up, it just kind of changes my energy more. I feel a little more like, you know, business mode and I'm a little ready. I'm not a big fan of wearing a lot of makeup because I feel like it ruins your skin. Whereas like just a quick hairstyle is pretty good. And I've definitely been getting better at doing my hair because I've had to do it myself. So that's one little positive. The next thing I want to talk about is eyebrows because as many of you watching this know, my eyebrows can get very crazy. I went through like a 9-month trial of trying to like really grow them out. I mean, I got a lot of not so nice comments about how bad they looked, but they did get really crazy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link the video below where I talked about my eyebrow experiment. But this quarantine has really made me have to do my own eyebrows because as you can see, if you watch that video, like 3 weeks and my eyebrows are long. Like, I mean, I never even used to like to tweeze them, but now I have to do both. But one thing I always wanted to do was at least trim them because tweezing can be pretty easy if you're like really away from your shape. But when they get long, they just look very unkempt. So I don't know if anyone else's eyebrows grow really long, but these scissors by Tweezerman are super precise. I'm specifically recommending the Tweezerman brand because I actually bought a pair, like a whole eyebrow kit like last year that was rose gold and super cute. And I thought it would be like a really cute brand thing, but literally didn't work. Like, I'm not kidding. I held up the scissors to my eyebrows and I was snipping and it wouldn't cut. So I was really surprised that someone would sell scissors that don't work. But I've always found that when it comes to tweezers or scissors or anything, Tweezerman is just such a good brand. So this is the scissor they have. This one is $19. I know you can find some for less expensive, but I'm telling you, this kind of matters with quality. And I think that it's worth it in the long run because you'll have this for years. It also comes with this little, I think this is called a spoolie, but you know, it looks like a mascara wand. But one thing I do when I do my eyebrows is I always brush them up first. So you want to completely brush them up. And then when the random hairs that stick out, those are the ones you trim. I'm sorry I can't do close-ups on this because I'm filming this on an iPhone. I don't have a normal camera setup, but that's what I do when I brush mine or trim mine. If you guys want an actual eyebrow tutorial in the future, let me know and I can do that too. But can I just say that I'm becoming way more self-sufficient because I have to. Sometimes, you know, you just end up teaching yourself things you didn't know you could do. So that's on brows. Now let's get into feet. So I don't know if anyone else's feet are looking quite as bad as mine, but I love pedicures and I actually have this thing with my feet, TMI, but they always get really dry on the bottom, like specifically my big toe and specifically my heel. And every time I'll go like every 2 weeks or whatever, and I'll get a pedicure, they file them down. Then like a week later it happens. And I remember once like going to a podiatrist and he said that the way that I stood, it was like a certain pressure that my feet have. It just ends up putting a lot of pressure on those points. So that's just something I'm going to have forever, no matter what. And it's nice when I can go get a pedicure, but obviously right now I can't. So this product is actually insane. It's called Babyfoot. and it's like an exfoliation foot peel. So you like put it on your foot, and literally your feet are like baby feet. Basically what you do is you put on this little booty, like you put them on, you cleanse your feet. So I would do this like right after the shower. You put the plastic booties on both feet, you leave them on for an hour, then you take them off, and then about 5 to 7 days later, your feet will start peeling. Some people have peeling for up to 2 weeks, so it might be like a slow process, but you know, right now we're not really going anywhere anyway, so it's not that big of a deal if your feet are peeling a little bit. In my opinion, I think it's worth it because it just really, really helps. This is the most expensive one of everything I'm recommending here. This one's $25, but it's less expensive than a pedicure. So, you know, if you want to just do this instead of getting, and if I think about it, like the callus add-on when you get a pedicure is actually pretty expensive. It's usually like at least $15 or something, or $10, I'm not sure. So this is a really cool product. Again, I'm sorry I can't show you the whole situation, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So I'll link this below also. Next, let's talk about hair. So this one is $7.50. This is a wet brush, and I don't know that I've talked about a wet brush before in any of my other videos, but this is a super important one for everyone to have. Brushing your hair when it's wet after the shower is a really delicate thing. It's when your hair is the most delicate, and using the wrong brush can really, really add to split ends. It can rip your hair. I would actually even recommend not brushing it, like basically brushing it the minimal amount possible. So obviously we have to give it a little brush. Like my hair out of the shower has like a kink to it, and it's kind of wavy and it gets a little frizzy. So I have to brush it, and I put like a little leave-in conditioner, and then before I blow dry it, of course, but that's the like only brushing I would do. I wouldn't like constantly brush it when it's wet. When you do, use a brush like this. I'll link this one below because it's so inexpensive, but the bristles are softer and they're specifically designed for wet hair so that it doesn't rip your hair and it doesn't cause split ends. One thing I do is I'll spray my leave-in conditioner. I love the brand Unite. That's the one I use. So I'll spray my leave-in conditioner. I always start like this, and I'll start brushing like this, and then move up a little bit so that you're never also pulling on your hair. So you always want to kind of like hold it and then brush through. This is an important one to have. I'd recommend it for everyone. And lastly, let's get into lip care. This is an amazing product for dry lips. This is by BURT'S. It's $4.39. The reason I like this product is because it kind of dubs as a lip gloss and a lip balm. So I know sometimes you want like a little bit of shine, but lip gloss definitely doesn't hydrate your lips. I mean, there's so many times when I'm out and my lips are so dry and all I have is gloss, and I put it on hoping that it works, but it's 100% not the same thing. So this could almost, like when we're back out, not in quarantine, this could almost double as like a lip gloss too that you could bring out and also to hydrate your lips. I really like BURT'S because it's a cleaner line, and I feel like the ingredients are just nicer. This one is vanilla and clove. The scent, I can't really open it because I cut my thumb today, like really sliced my nail when I was cutting the sweet potato. I always prefer warmer scents. I like the kind of like vanilla, like warmer, like those are my favorite. It feels like butter. It's so nice on, and it really just gives you like a nice shine. You know, it's really soft. It has shea butter, cocoa butter. It smells nice. Easy products. I just really like this one. So this is another great drugstore find. That's it. That's my top 6 list of drugstore finds that I'm really loving right now. Again, I will link everything below in the description. I hope that the quality of this was okay. I know that, you know, I think nice quality and sound and everything makes a difference in videos. So I'm hoping to get all of that back soon, but let me know what kind of casual content you guys would also like to see from me. I can't do anything too fancy on my own. I'm not a vlogger. Definitely rely on having a little bit of a team help me, but I can definitely sit and talk about topics like this. So I would love your feedback on however I can bring you value right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.